Welcome into the conversation today. These are your 500 seconds of resilience. This is your daily urgency meeting on your journey about resilience. Something that we all have, we all can share, we all can learn from each other, we can all express honestly and humbly with confidence. Not where we've been, where we're going from this point going forward, this moment today. Now, a spoiler alert. Now, although hopefully some of the themes and topics of the previous podcasts have interested you, have piqued your attention, hopefully have made you look at it twice, like, what does he mean by that? And cause you to download that episode. I hope this one is as compelling as others. But the spoiler alert is, it may sound kind of morbid in the topic, but let me give it a shot. The topic today is a question. What did he die from? What did he die from? Going forward with that opening question, how about this? What do you die from each day? I know I'm not trying to make a morbid statement here and drag your day down into the doldrums and the abyss of this. Is not gonna empower me. Doesn't sound like something I want to take forward into a good sunny day. But give me a few moments, please, and let me try and tease this out. But those two questions, what did he die from? What do you die from each day? It should be the same answer, but more current. Like related to right now, this moment in time, this moment that we're sharing together. Not at the end. Not that dash on your epitaph, on your headstone. No, not the end. Not talking about that. And not at a recent funeral of a friend. Yes, those events that we all will experience, either for our friends, family, or people we don't even know. And sadly, we'll all experience that for ourselves. But hopefully, you did express and share love with that man or woman that's now gone. But make sure you're clear on that in your heart, not in your head, not for a pomp and circumstance at the funeral, that you're clear of your intention before that person passed on. But let's look at this and beyond that sad event, like the one I just found about and mentioned to you. I had a friend, a colleague, a classmate from West Point that is now, I guess, officially dead. He's gone. We were a similar age, so just logically, not hard calculus here, I will meet that date and fate as well. So I would now like to restate the theme of this podcast. Memento mori. That Stoic saying that really says, that's Latin, but it says, remember you must die. Again, I didn't mean to drag you down from the beginning of this podcast into this morbid, dour statement about life, but now we're talking about what did he die from? What do you die from each day? But I mention that to you not to excite you in a negative way, but to give you a different perspective, a different viewpoint on life, on death. Not the final destination, as they say, but not just suddenly, and for your friends and family and foes to celebrate your passing. We don't want to get to that. today in this discussion. I'm asking you to remember to die now. Remember to die now, and not in the physical one stop deal. No. Remember to die now in and through this very moment that you have made yourself present, accountable for, responsible for, committed to, and productive in. Having presence and being current is great, but let me add on this caveat. Being present and producing what? In this very moment. So the following question is, what do you die for each moment, each day that you do live? Like this one right now. Let's say this is the only day we have to be concerned with. What do we die for in this moment and this day? It should be the same answer I said earlier. Instead of wondering or questioning what did he die from, what do you die for each day, each moment, including this very present moment right now? I am going to suggest this as a potential, not answer, a potential guideline. What do you die for? What should I die for? What do I die for? I'll say this. I die for the life, the purpose, and the message I have to produce and to deliver. Now, that's a very ambitious, forward-looking statement. Can't look back at, those things that were not so glossy or fabulous or memorable to anyone but myself. But those questions I have posed to you in this podcast, what do you die for? And try to bring it home right here to me. What do I die for? I'm going to say this not just for you to test and verify if you ever meet me in the street, really for me to remind myself of this very statement. I die for the life, the purpose, and the message that I have to produce and deliver from my presence. And then to believe in nothing other than my original and genuine self and who created me. I didn't create this episode. I didn't create these words. I didn't create these thoughts. I didn't create these observations. I definitely didn't provide any answers to you in these podcasts, but hopefully I have instilled in you the genuine delivery of what I have experienced, I have received, and I'm passing on to you. I hope it helps. Hope it doesn't distract, and definitely want to drag you down into a very sour environment. Hopefully you can see, as I say, the silver lining in every observation you'll have of yourself, of anyone you ever run into. All right. Hopefully you can enjoy that and not take it too and hopefully not into the sad side of this conversation. There's an upside to this. Just point yourself into what does drive you, what makes you happy, and what drives you forward. Sorry for the lengthy out brief on this one, but thanks to you again for joining me. As always, stay present, stay current. It will always be 820.